Yeah. Welcome to this show with Hyderabad Times. It's so nice talking to you.
Same here. Thank you for having me.
How come you're in Hyderabad? What brings you here?
So basically, the situation in Bombay is really bad.
Yeah.
And I felt that to be more conducive to work and have a little more movement, it made much more sense to come to Hyderabad. I have a lot of work currently going on in Hyderabad, apart from my films as well. So I decided it was better to come here. And I miss Hyderabad. I missed it. So I'm happy to be here again.
Okay. Are you staying with family or by yourself here?
By myself.
Okay. That's
I'm
something...
lone wolfing it through this entire pandemic.
So what is it like to, be by yourself? How is it like? Because sometimes obviously things play on your mind when you live alone. So can you tell us about the pluses and minuses, of just being by yourself?
Actually, it's been really good. Like I was telling some of my friends that I think I really love myself a lot. I enjoy my own company, and I think that's a place that everybody wants to get to, where you can enjoy your own company and you can spend time with yourself. I think this period has been a time for some people who are alone or even with their family, where they're kind of forced to look at things they've been avoiding. But I think for the past 2 years, my work on myself and really having conversations with myself and knowing what is okay and not okay for me, that's all very much helped in being more sufficiently happy in this pandemic. I mean, honestly, leaving Bombay itself felt better for me. I live in a beautiful apartment, but there was no balcony, no garden for me to go out to. Plus, I faced a fair amount of discrimination because I'd just come back from London. So the whole vibe was just so Hyderabad already felt like, I stay in a wonderful place. I have my own little garden. I can go out for a run. I really have no complaints. The other thing that I've learned, really importantly during this lockdown, pandemic, quarantine, whatever you want to call it, is it's so important to have gratitude, because there are people who haven't been able to get home. There are people who have lost jobs. There are people who don't have food. There are migrant workers who are literally stranded. So I think it's not right to even talk about, oh, I can't wait to go on vacation, or once it unlocks, I'm going to go to a restaurant. Screw all that, just be thankful for your roof, for the fact that you are financially able to go through this pandemic. And I think we should all take a second to be thankful. Definitely be grateful for being out in the open. But when I run to stay fit, definitely. But for me, running is part of my mental health and exercise as well. I've suffered from anxiety in the past, and I've seen that working out regularly is the one thing that keeps me very centered and grounded. The thing that I really miss, which I had just started with an MMA trainer in Mumbai, sorry. And before that, I was doing for a while was starting to fight. I love fighting. I think that's the one thing that really, it's strange because you think that fighting feels aggressive, but it's the one thing that calms me the most. So I can't wait to expand on my fitness regime. But fitness to me is, yes, you look good, you feel good, but really you feel good in your head. I honestly just love being creative, even with my style, and I have a particular kind of vibe that I like. And so all the masks were just looking the same. And then when I was trying to order funky, quirky masks, I was like, that's not really a bit of me. So I decided to order little bits and bobs and start making my own masks for fun. The music comes from a place, what I write for myself comes from a true place of catharsis. It is something that I have to let out within me. I just let it out with a combination of lyric and music. Sometimes I'll write a piano piece and think I could write something on this. Sometimes I'll just leave it as a piano piece. I write from as honest a place of emotion as I can, but I like to, just like the music I grew up listening to, I like to leave enough room for people to feel their emotions through my emotions, to put it simply. I write from a very personal and intimate space. Some of the songs seem a bit abstract, but they all have a story behind them. They all have a purpose behind them. What has happened in the pandemic is it's given me time to share with people the process that I've always had. And I'm touchwood really, really thankful for the kind of responses that I've got. Wash me away to a day, none of this matters, and I love everything I can be. Wash me away from you, wash me away from you. There you go. I did one day of shoot for a short film for my cousin Suhasini Maniratnam. I did one photo shoot, but quite frankly, it's a bit. We took every considerable precaution, but it is scary. This is a matter of health, and everyone has to be super, super careful. So yeah, it's definitely scary. I mean, it's difficult to act when you're thinking of where your hands have been.
Yeah.
Are they wearing a mask? And why is his mask slipping? It's like, it's just not a conducive way. But hey, we've got to do what we've got to do to finish the work. So, it is what it is. I have 5 tattoos.
I see. Do they all?
This is one of them.
Okay. What do they mean?
It's a rose. This is a rose because that's like my favorite flower. And this is a music note. I have one on my back, which is my name in Tamil. And I have one on my foot, and which says Rise. But I might change that one because I've risen quite a bit. I need to figure out another tattoo on top of it. And I have one on my back, which is which is like a spiritual sign.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, and I hope
My pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a lovely day. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.